The Cougars, right, are making their way to the hotel, and I have a very special message from a big Houston Cougars fan, and that would be,
hello, friends, and go Cougs!
Live from the Peabody Hotel with Chancellor Johnson here in Memphis.
Brian Cushing, let's go, baby. Let's go.
Randy, you have to excuse me. I'm being blinded by everything that Paul Wall has on right now. He's shining right now, and somebody else who shined all season is C.J. Stroud. What have you thought about him? Welcome into the Xfinity Sports Desk, where we are live at Toyota Center, getting you ready for Rockets versus Clippers. Houston back at home for the first time in a long time after a lengthy 4-game road trip where they went winless.
Leaning forward, flags come down. Oh, there's punching now.
Most people know you as being kind of a chill guy. When you get back to the locker room with your teammates, and Andy won the game, do you remember that conversation or what your guys were saying to you at the time?
Nobody really said much about it because they knew he was an asshole. So.
Next weekend, I got some numbers for you. 41, 45, 71. That's the amount of points that Tulane has scored over the past 3 weeks. What type of challenge awaits you guys as you go to New Orleans next weekend?
Yeah, I mean, you're exactly right. Their last game scoring 71 points against a conference opponent is pretty ridiculous.
A lot of times when we talk about some of the top freshmen, we attribute that to their scoring ability. But one thing that stood out to me about Cam was his rebounding and his cutting. How rare is that as a true freshman?
I agree. He rebounds. He really rebounds.
The man, the myth, the Aaron Wilson here with me as the Texans took down the Jacksonville Jaguars earlier this afternoon. And we'll start with Nico Collins, who's been really the NFL's best wide receiver through the first 4 games of the season. 12 catches for 150 yards and a touchdown. How impressive was he yet again? You know, it's funny, as an edge guy, you've always played with an edge.
Right. I like that one.
Yeah. How much has this young lady
he got baby
inspired
girl.
you?
He got baby girl, man.
Today, he is hosting 40 kids of the Urban Enrichment Institute, giving away backpacks, shoes, food, and fun. And joining me right now is Mr. Smith, fresh off of a 15-point performance and a win over the Pelicans. And Jabari, for some of these kids, you are their Christmas present.
Yeah.
How does that sit with you?
This is well with me.
For many Falcons fans, at the top of their Christmas list was switching from Kirk Cousins to Michael Penix Jr.
Sure.
As a Dirty Birds fan, what did you think of the move?
I like it, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna throw no dirt on Kirk Cousins' name like that.
Welcome into Texas Pep Talk. Chancellor Johnson, joined by DJ May of ESPN, and of course, former Texans offensive coordinator Pep Hamilton. Guys, the Texans are 3-1 heading into Week 5. They were led by C.J. Stroud on that last drive to beat the Jags. How many QBs are you taking in the clutch over number 7? And it's really been, how do you want it? Deep ball, contested catches, sideline grabs, touchdown grabs, early in games, late in games. You can understand why people call him Tank, because he is a lethal weapon. Between he and C.J. Stroud, if I was an AFC South team, I'd invest in a good DB to help contain them. Matter of fact, call me. I just might know a guy. From linebacker to linebacker, what's something that D'Amico taught you this season that you didn't know before that helps you on the field?
That's a great question. I mean, his intelligence.
Well, clearly you helped the Texans and the Texans helped you, so why not run it back again next year since you're a free agent?
Yeah, I would love to.
Between Burke, Slowick, and they also hired Gerard Johnson as their quarterback coach. They retained Frank Ross as the special teams coordinator. After this hiring process, what have you learned about how D'Amico Ryans is looking to kind of shape his staff and this team?
Right, I think he's looking for guys that he can trust.
Numbers for the Cougars. Oh!
We talked about some of your best moments, and this one always jumps out to me. Top 10 matchup at home. What size did you get that poster in?
What size is crazy?
Last year, you had career highs pretty much across the board. What happens if Nico Collins plays a full 17 games?
Man, a lot. I feel like it's going to be, I don't know, sky's the limit, man. You know, you can feel it.
Could you feel the L that's coming right now?
The L? No, I can't. Because, look, it's my goal, right? Oh, let's go! Oh! Oh! I got finesse.
Randy, Dana Brown said one of his top priorities is keeping this core together, and you can't have a core without the Astros corazon. Jose Altuve, there's your Spanish one-on-one of the day. I would be shocked if the two can agree on some type of extension.
They are a pretty well-known, renowned program as well.
Yeah, absolutely. They have that pedigree, and we even saw some of their former champions, people like Kimball Walker, Ray Allen. They were all here to support their UConn Huskies, but they have the experience, they have the talent, and that's why I'm taking the Huskies to beat San Diego State tonight.
Okay. Don't worry. I have not forgotten your Arizona State Sun Devils.
Oh, for sure.
Beat my Nevada Wolfpack.
I still owe him some barbecue.
I'm